Good afternoon. Perspective from my porch. Steps for Success Life Coach. Thank you for joining me on this YouTube channel. If you know some people, uh, ask them to subscribe. There's a subscribe button there. I'm trying to do this on a weekly basis, trying to post on Fridays. Basically, what I do is I talk about things that I see, things that I notice around uh, people doing certain actions, and my perspective of what's going around in our community, what's going around in places. Um, Today, I was helping restore a beautiful cradle, uh, and it had some damage to it, and then I had to take some words off of it with some thinner. Uh, but ultimately, while I was restoring it, helping restore it. Uh, it looked so beautiful. It was beautiful, and the inside of it. So I was working on the inside. Uh, I thought to myself, man, this is a beautiful piece of art. This is a beautiful handmade cradle that was used by somebody at some point, and now I'm working on it, and it is beautiful. It is. I can't express how beautiful this thing is. And as I was sitting there doing that, I was working with my hands, and I love working with my hands. My hands, sometimes I have trouble with them for medical reasons. But as I was working with it, I was thinking to myself how we as individuals work on ourselves in so many ways. And if y'all, I told the story one time about a refrigerator and how beautiful the refrigerator was on the outside, but the inside uh, it was not plugged in, and the inside was ugly. It was rotten, and rotten food was in there, and they never worked on the inside of the refrigerator, so the inside was just getting rotten. The concept of that is that we have to believe inside. We have to work on the inside of our lives. We have to work on the inside of our heart in order for us to do better in life, in order for us to believe that we are made to be successful, that we are made to do more than what we do at times. It's hard to teach some people to that they are successful. It's hard to teach people that they need to change certain things in their lives so that they're not so miserable, so that they don't feel like everything's falling apart. It's hard to teach people that, hey, you know, when you work on the inside of your heart, when you work on the inside of your self-esteem, life is going to get better, and you'll be able to understand other things that will make your life even better. As I was restoring that cradle, I kept thinking to myself, how much work was put into this beautiful cradle before I came up into it, and how easy was it for somebody to not destroy it, but to not make it as beautiful as it is now. Uh, the maker, the original maker, probably pictured something so different in that cradle. And then as time progressed, of course, there was scratches and stuff that we worked on. But then somebody had painted some stuff on it, and it just did not look right because it didn't match the rest of the concept of the beautiful homemade, probably 1970s cradle. We are just like that. When we were made, when God made us, He made us to be perfect. He made us to 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 understand that we are made in His image. And I don't know what your thoughts are. I don't know what your religious views are. I just know that when we were made in God's image. That's fully what I understand. That's fully what I know. As time progressed, people have forgotten that they were made into that image, and that He God gave us that ability to love. But at some point, we have been bashed, we have been used, we have been cussed at, We have been told that we're ugly. We've been told so many negative things in our lives that we don't believe in ourselves. And when we don't believe in ourselves, it's hard for us to get out of that negativity and into the positive way of life. As you go through your life, think about what changes need to be made. If you look at some of my videos that I posted, I talk about the changes that we need to make in life, and in some of them I talk about how it's necessary to move on, and how I teach how to have a better life with yourself, and how to believe in yourself, so that you understand that you are a better person than you think. It's hard to explain, but even I as some years back, I did not like myself. I did not care for myself. There was some things that I just did not appreciate about myself, and it was hard for me to like myself and like others. As time progressed, I learned the love that I needed in my life. This is not a religious program. This is not a religious talk, but I do know that your beliefs are very important. I was reading something one day, that how this person said, I don't want them to be part of my group because they cannot commit to being part of this group. They cannot commit to anything. If they cannot commit to following these beliefs, then I'm not going to have them be part of this group. And I was thinking to myself, how many times do we say we're going to commit to an organization or a group, but we fail because we think, well, I'm not part of that. I'm not good enough. I can't participate. And that's the key thing. We are good enough. I've known so many people that say, well, I'm not good enough for certain persons. I'm not good enough to be in that society. I'm not good enough to do. I always tell people, walk in a room as if you own the place. Walk in the room with confidence. The issue there, the problem is that a lot of people don't have that confidence. So it's our job for people who are confident to teach those. I met a family not too long ago, very confident. The whole bunch was very confident, and you could feel that love that they had. You could feel, and you wanted to be around them. You wanted to be around them to gain that knowledge, to gain that belief that you were just as important as anybody else. I felt that power. I felt their love, and that's what's important. Believe in yourself, trust in yourself, love yourself. Once you get to love yourself, you can listen to a lot of things, and you can believe in a lot of things that'll make your life so much better. So I end this as usual. Love yourself. Learn to love yourself far more than you're loving right now, and life will be a little bit better. Thank you. We'll see you later.